What's up, guys? This is Don, and this is the Don Talk. I hope everyone's been having a good week, a good day. Hope everyone's been very prosperous in what they do throughout their life. I just want to come on here today just to talk a little bit about the topic of LeBron James today and the decision that he's about to make to switch his team once again. And reports are saying that the three teams that he's about to choose are the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and the Philadelphia 76ers. And another one that I want to throw in there personally is the Golden State Warriors. But I'm going to just tell y'all a little reason why I feel like those teams could possibly get LeBron and LeBron could possibly go back to him. So with Cleveland, that's the team that LeBron got drafted to. That's the team that LeBron won his first championship on. You know, even though he didn't win it in his first stint when he was there, when he got drafted, when he first got into the NBA, when he went back, he won a championship in 2016 there, coming back from down 3-1 to beat the Golden State Warriors. I feel like LeBron James with Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, slide LeBron in there. I feel like they can do something in Cleveland. I feel like they'll definitely be a top 5 seed in the East with him going back to Cleveland, because they'll still have James Harden, they'll still have Donovan Mitchell, they'll have two bigs down there, with that being Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And I feel like, you know, the defense might suffer a little bit from the guard perspective, because you're going to have James Harden and Donovan Mitchell at your 1 and 2. But throughout the season, I feel like they'll be rotating the guard position between LeBron and James Harden with running the offense. But when the playoff comes, you know, that ball is going to get out of James Harden's hand. It's going to go in LeBron James's hand all through the playoffs. You know, he going to control the offense and do what he need to do to get the team to advance each round to try to make it to the finals. So I feel like him going to Cleveland, you know, it'll be back his hometown. He spent a lot of time in Cleveland going to golf, hang out with his friends, family. You know, that's where he was born at, all that type of stuff with LeBron. So I feel like Cleveland definitely has a high chance of getting him because of all those factors. The second team I feel like that has a high chance of getting him is Miami. Everyone knows, but for the people who don't know or might not know, who are new to, you know, LeBron in the sports or whatever, LeBron James won 2 championships on the Miami Heat. And he could go back to Miami and play with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo, which I feel like that could be a good team in the East too, but they're going to have to get some shooters, because playing with Giannis and Bam and LeBron, they're going to definitely need some shooters out there, because a lot of teams are going to pack the paint and force them to be able to shoot and stuff. So I feel like, you know, Miami, that's a team that he's familiar with. He's won there before. He's won 2 championships there actually, and he has a good rapport with the front office and everything. Pat Riley, I think they still have a good relationship. You know, I think they've mended their relationship from the past when he was there before. Eric Spoelstra, the head coach, you know, he coached LeBron already. LeBron would be familiar with Miami. They have good weather. He's played there. He'll actually get a chance to play with Giannis, which is, I feel, could be a good thing, playing with Giannis. He'll have somebody who they can put the ball in Giannis' hands too, take it out of his hands a lot. You know, LeBron's getting older, so he can take the ball out of LeBron's hands so much. And he still have Bam, so I feel like with a defense side, I feel like they'll be real good from a defensive standpoint going to Miami, because they'll have everything that they could possibly need from a defensive standpoint. Only thing, like I said before, would concern me would be their shooting, because they don't have a lot of shooters like that. They would have to go out and find some shooters, possibly whatever's left on the free agent market, or whoever they can possibly sign to get to join them. Or, LeBron, he has some pull, so he possibly could get some guys to come over there and take team-friendly deals to play alongside him for his last few years in the league. That's possible with LeBron and his agent, Rich Paul. So anything is possible with that situation. But I feel like Miami would be a good spot. They'll definitely be able to compete in the East and do great work with each other. And that'll be a good team too, having LeBron there with Giannis and Bam. And the next team I feel like that would really be good with LeBron would be the Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia 76ers, they have Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid. You slide LeBron in there, that's literally probably one of the best teams on paper in the entire NBA. And LeBron to that stacked roster, but Joel Embiid would need to be healthy throughout the whole season. And I feel like that could really play a factor in LeBron ultimately picking the 76ers, because Joel Embiid might not be able to be healthy to make it through a whole playoff series and a whole playoff scenario without him being hurt or whatever. But you never know. It could be the year that Joel Embiid does be able to be healthy throughout the whole regular season and the whole playoffs. But LeBron James really on that team, shoot, he could literally coast all the way through, really, because you got Tyrese Maxey running the 1, you got VJ Edgecombe at the 2, you got Jaylen Brown at the 3, you have LeBron at the 4 and Joel Embiid at the 5. Like, literally, LeBron would have all the pressure off of him in that scenario, because he'll have Tyrese Maxey running the 1. He can let Maxey do whatever he want to do throughout the regular season, get his buckets or whatever. You got VJ, young. It'll be his second year in the league, doing what he do. Then you will have Jaylen Brown, who just got traded there this year from Boston. He got a lot of runs still left in him, two-way. He a two-way threat. He can get you 30 points and he can D you up. You got Maxey, he can score 30, 40, whatever. You got Joel Embiid, he can go for whatever as well. He can go over 32. And you got, like I said, you got little VJ, the little Energizer Bunny on the team, who's real young. So LeBron would really be able to coast through that team. And LeBron, he has a good relationship with Tyrese Maxey. They've practiced together a lot in the offseason. So that would be a good place that LeBron could go and try to win another championship so he can try to get his 5th ring. There, I feel like that team could possibly be one of the easiest ways for him to win a championship if everything plays out right. And, they don't have the players on there arguing over who takes what shot, who get the ball more. If you have people who are wanting to get their stats and stuff like that and has an ego in it, then, that might not be the place for LeBron to go, because you got a lot of players that's in that start lineup who could still be trying to prove themselves to try to get a new contract and all that. But if he does go there to Philly, I feel like he'll have a good chance to win there as well. And the last team that I feel like could be the underdog, that could be the dark horse where LeBron could possibly go to, would be the Golden State Warriors. Him going to team up with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler. I feel like that could really, break the whole news in the NBA. LeBron going to team up with Steph Curry, one of his rivals, where they used to go at it in the finals in the 2010 era. They went at it for so many years, going against each other, Cleveland and Golden State. And LeBron could finally get the team up with Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler, and form a good team with those guys. They'll be, older guys, but they could still do something with that lineup, having one of the greatest minds in basketball ever in LeBron James share the court with the best shooter that's ever played the game of basketball in Steph Curry. You have Draymond Green, one of the best defenders to play in the NBA in this era. And you have another two-way player in Jimmy Butler, who's coming off a ACL, who could possibly come back and give you whatever he can give you. And I forgot to mention, they still would have Porzingis, who could spread the floor out even more. So really, Draymond would really be able to play the 4, and they could put Porzingis at the 5. That lineup would be crazy with Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Draymond Green, and Porzingis. That line would be vicious. That lineup will be real vicious to try to stop. Only thing, they're old, and, you have to make sure they manage their minutes well, because all of those guys are up in their 30s, late 30s is that, and some in their 40s like LeBron and stuff like that. But I feel like Golden State could really be that underdog team, dark horse that LeBron could go to, and I feel like it would be a good reason for LeBron to pick that team, because he could still stay in California. And he really said in the interview that he had at the Fanatics meeting that his daughter plays a big part in his decision, because for the last 8 years with him being in LA, his daughter has been in the LA school system. So he would want to see how she feels about the decision. But with him staying in California and joining the Golden State Warriors, I feel like that could really be a possibility for him too, because he would still not be that far away. He could just hop on whatever, plane, bus, whatever, however he transport his transportation to get back to wherever his daughter goes to school, and he'll still be able to see his family and all that in LA. His son will still be playing for the Lakers. So I feel like Golden State could be really that dark horse team who LeBron could really possibly go to and do something big. Because if LeBron teams up with Steph Curry and they go to win a ring, that would be insane. And the sports world would go crazy to see Steph Curry and LeBron James to join forces at the end of their career to win a championship together. That would be a storybook ending, let alone if he was to win in his first year and then do something crazy like win there and then go back to Cleveland and retire that next season. That would be insane for LeBron to do. But him going back to Golden State, I feel would be crazy, just to see him and Steph Curry to take the court together, to be actual teammates like they were when the Olympics was together, when they played together in the Olympics, which was amazing to see LeBron and Steph Curry share the court together. It's just crazy to witness. But just to join Curry and play with Golden State and see LeBron put on that blue and yellow goldish color, whatever, that white, that would be insane. But that's my take on the LeBron situation and where I feel the 4 teams he could go to. But if I really had to choose between 2 teams I feel like he could possibly go to, in this particular order, I feel like it could really be Cleveland, Golden State, and Philly. Cleveland, Golden State, and Philly in that particular order. With Cleveland being first, Golden State being second, and Philly being third. That would be my scenario on where LeBron could possibly end his career. But if anyone has any comments or anything, please leave them down in my comment section. Follow me on YouTube at The Don Talk, THADONTALK, on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All those streaming networks. Like I say, it's THADONTALK. Every like, subscribe, comment is all appreciative. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the liking, the sharing, everything. Help me grow so we can grow. But this is done, and this is the Done Talk. We out. Peace.